A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Georgia Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Bulldogs offense who will have the football first. And we get our first look at Gunnar Stockton. And he's gotten himself right in the middle of the early Heisman race with his performance. Dropping back, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Humphreys.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
The Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff for Frazier. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
On first down, Nate Frazier makes a pass to Marker. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a give to Frazier. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Spins away from the defender. Makes the grab in their space. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise at the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Oh, he missed it. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Commodores' offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, maybe.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Grab behind the line. It's Adams. Could not make his way to the corner.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. To the air, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. Turns it on at midfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the back. With the catch, it's Frazier. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Frazier.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
In the red area, it's Frazier. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back. heading out to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Going to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Got his man downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running inside, it's Frazier. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Dogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Follow the blockers, the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Pulls it in, it's Dixon. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Carter. The screen, and watch it. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. To the house. Touchdown, Bulldog! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Vanderbilt sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Makes one man miss. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Carter. Fires complete on the crosser. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. The option look. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Thomas. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen. But, and he's got room. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Bulldogs want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He'll take the deep shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the throw.
The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right on the money. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Red Raiders looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium in Athens. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, catching up with Coach Lee at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Commodores will send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. The run from the shotgun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Might as well stick with him. Got enough for the first. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Under fire. And they got him.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
Rush is on him. Buried before he could blink.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Finding open areas. There's some room. Got enough for the first. The 40. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and turning it on? And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Alexander. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick... That's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. Could not make his way to the corner.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
Perfect. To call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. After 3 periods of play, and these two running backs have gone head-to-head. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver comes in motion. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They'll run with Nate Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Back to the ground with the running back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give on the option. Nice move to keep running.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Snagged in the middle. It's Spence. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Caught in the backfield, it's Sherrick. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be third and long. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Frazier again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Here's a give to Frazier. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
The run inside. It's Frazier. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He
got some room headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. They just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Fullback's got it. Fights off a defender. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.